So a little disclaimer real quick before I get into this video. I'm wearing a blanket because it's freezing in my room. So if you are ever wondering, it's because my dad doesn't turn on the heat in this house. So that's why I'm wearing a blanket. So yeah, okay, let's get into the video. Hello everyone, I am so excited to be back here today to making another video because I know I haven't made one in like a hot minute. So here I am today bringing you a nice little story and a nice encouragement for your day and for your life, because I have been so encouraged by this story I'm about to read to you, and I hope that y'all feel the same way. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. It's in the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. So this is what we're going to start off with. It says, "Now it happened as they went that he entered a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. And she had a sister called Mary, who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she approached him and said, 'Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore tell her to help me.' And Jesus answered and said to her, 'Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things. But one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken away from her.'" So there's the basics. Let's get into this. So basically, what has occurred is that Jesus has come to a village, and these two sisters, Martha and Mary, have decided to let him into their home. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if Jesus were coming into my home, I'd be like, oh shoot, I gotta clean my room. I gotta make sure that all this food is ready. I gotta make sure that the table is set. I gotta make sure all this is done. This is exactly what Martha's doing. She's preparing everything. She's making sure that everything is in right order for Jesus. On the other hand, Mary is just, sitting at Jesus's feet and listening to exactly what he's saying. She's just sitting there, she's chilling. And in verse 40, Martha decides to kind of call Mary out. She says, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore tell her to help me." I have 3 sisters, so I know exactly how this feels. If I'm doing all this work and they aren't doing anything, I'll be like, yo, get up, help me. And usually they will. But at this point, Jesus tells her, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part which we will not take away from her." So instead of, telling Mary, hey, get up, go help your sister, he says, you know what, Martha? You're worried and troubled about many things, but only one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen to do that one thing. So we have to get down to the point. What is that one thing that's needed? That one thing that is needed is to just be at Jesus's feet, no matter what. Just spend time with him, grow that relationship with him, listen to what he's saying, and don't let the troubles and the distractions take you away from him. And that's what Martha was doing. She was trying to get all these things ready, and she was distracted by all these things, and she didn't even realize that the Savior of the universe is literally right there sitting at her table, and she could be listening to him and hearing his words. But instead, she's distracted by the food in the oven or the things on the stove. And so my encouragement to y'all is that in your life, don't be distracted by those things. Don't be distracted by what this life has put in front of you, because I have realized that this life is so good at getting you taken away from Jesus. You have school, you have work, you have your career to think about. You have all these things that are, quite honestly, they're just distractions. And yes, they can be used for God's glory, but if you're spending all your time doing that and not even giving a second thought to the Lord, then they're distractions and they're not good for you. So my encouragement to y'all is to really make sure that you are making time for the Lord in your life, no matter what. If it's 5 minutes of your day, 10 minutes every day, 30 minutes, it's like he loves you so much, and he wants you to just talk to him. He wants you to be in his presence. And if you can't even do that because you're so busy about school and work, things that are gonna perish and don't matter, then what are you doing? What are you doing? Because those things aren't gonna matter, and what does matter is your relationship with the Lord, and he is the only thing that will fulfill you. And so you have to just make sure that you're spending time with him, because he wants you to. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope y'all maybe read over these little sections, because they're so amazing to just read and find encouragement from. So thank you for listening. Have a good day. Have a good life. I don't know. Be blessed, and I'll see y'all later.